Today we're going to cover our articles for the first five. The first one we have the strategy. It uses accurate response time, which relates to the entire forecasting and the production process. It's something that's a little bit different to forecast the demand. Um, the next one we have mass customization. It relates to origami by customizing our stars to fit the customer's needs. With Dell, they teach their sales managers to ask questions about the customer's future PC needs, enabling them to predict what will be necessary to make. They try to figure out which needs are certain and which are contingent, so they'll know exactly what they'll need to make in the future. Old Navy predicts demand for products such as current trends and the products that fit with the customer's needs, and also complementary products that will be offered. In a way, they're looking at the early sales data to forecast. And last but not least, CNMD changed to just-in-time inventory, which we've dealt with in a lot of our classes. The goal is to link their operations as closely as possible to the ultimate buyer of the product, as noted by Dan Johnson, VP of Global Operations. So as you can see throughout the five articles, we found a lot of different ways to forecast that the different companies use, and a lot of these can definitely be related to the origami project. Just-in-time inventory, pretty self-explanatory. As the needs come up to make stars, then we can go purchase the materials rather than having a warehouse full of paper and glue and smiley faces. And with Old Navy, we can do early sales with our stars, and once they're selling better, we can make more of. It'd be a good way to predict everything. And with Dell, they have an interesting way of doing it by asking questions to the customers, trying to predict their future needs. I think that's a good way to go about it and to help us forecast for origami. And then with the first one that I mentioned, they have an accurate response time, which relates to the entire forecasting. Definitely a unique process that could be incorporated into the origami project also. For the second part of the question, for question 2, one concern for us is whether MSC or MAD is the best. We felt that MSC is the best or is the worst, and because it can't be used when data, or it can be used when data is consistent, but MAD can be used regardless. So since MAD can be used in either situation, it's definitely the better one of those two. With the 4-period, with 4-period, we think the MAD is the best one. And what we have here is a graph helping show that. Michael Dell's going to hold that up for us here. And what we think this graph shows is that it has cycle and seasoned. As noted, you can kind of see the variances from each dot. That's kind of what we came up with and what we feel it shows. So.